the experience you're going to get out of this is just second to none. Over the next 54 hours, you guys are going to be working and coming up with some amazing things. And I've seen some really, really phenomenal products and projects and ideas develop over the time that you see here. And that's why I keep on doing this. That's why I keep on coming up, and that's why I participate. You're going to pitch your idea. You're going to, and we'll talk a little bit about how that works in a moment. And you're going to build your team. You're going to come up with your minimal viable product. We'll talk about the judging, how that works, what happens at the judging, and what you need to work and look forward to.
Startup culture is something that's really important to me. Being kind of an internet guy and coming from that world, creativity and community and collaboration are all the things that are really important. And Startup Weekend is an excellent thing to Brevard County. What about access to capital? In Brevard County, Florida, that's always been kind of a thing, right? Being an entrepreneur here, we had to bootstrap because we didn't necessarily know how or even have the access to venture capital. That's often pointed to as one of the reasons why we can't somehow break through in this regard. It's one of the biggest barriers for an area like Florida. It honestly is. But while we do have a few venture groups and a growing network of angel companies, there is starting to be more talk about seed capital because each of us has an opportunity to change the world. I sincerely believe that. And I sincerely believe that the next winner of the Startup Weekend's global battle could very well be here tonight, could very well be from Melbourne. After all, why not? We're the community that took the original moonshot. Thank you again for having me. I wish all of you the best.
Maps. Perplexed. Giraffe. Now we're getting a little funny. I like it. Math. Two different people. Tactical. Make up a team with that same number. Okay, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Point. Whoever has the most points is the team leader. You're going to have to pitch 1 minute about your idea here, which is integrity soliloquy. All right, team two, come on over here. Maps and okay, Giraffe is here. Okay, you got 15 minutes to come up with a business, and then you have a minute to pitch it.
What we do is you send us the cash.
Two biggest problems facing American youth. You give it to our transducers.
I want to find a rare animal. Where's the nearest
Got some swag for you guys. Everybody else grab your seat, please. I want you guys to pay attention to, some crazy kooky ideas that in 15 minutes you guys just came up with a business idea. You figured it out. Yeah, it's a little funny, but it's a really important way of understanding how and what you can do.
Right now there's a lot of data out there, EPA, USGS, others collect a bunch of data. How safe is the water at the beach I go to safe?
What I'm trying to do is create a website app that connects business owners with novice wannabe entrepreneurs.
Wouldn't you want a business that provides fresh food? It's actually creating environmental restoration.
I want to have customized certificates for my attendees. I want to have their name on it. I want to have my logo on it. Most importantly, I want to take my Excel database of registrants. I want to upload those.
So my business idea is there is something called water jetpack. It's a jetpack attached to your back, and then with a hose to a jet ski.
A lot of you guys don't know, but 50%, 47% of our kids in our public school system are living in poverty or on our free and reduced lunch.
Something we call Quick Hack, or QUAC for short. That's Quick HAC for Home Access Center, which is something that allowed our students in our school district to check their grades. However, the experience was very poor. We saw opportunity for improvement.
My idea is to build an app, mobile app for parking. Okay. So the matter of fact is, when you go to a big city, we see like parkings are not available everywhere. Like streets are only.
I've got a crazy idea. I have a problem with passwords. Every site that I go to wants to have a password. Everybody's got different rules for the password. Some of them are 4 characters, 6 characters, 9 characters. Now you got to start putting @ and exclamation points and all kinds of crazy stuff.
One of my friends recently had his car break down, but he didn't even know he needed to replace his clutch. I went to the parts store the other day to pay for my paper fluid. The guy was shocked because he's never seen anybody actually do that other than
Do this is just they're an easy-to-use smartphone application which was developed here, and the user would upload their.
There's one strange area that's missing in personalization. It's have you ever been to somebody's house and they were a star athlete and they have dozens of little trophies that all look alike and have no personal meaning?
And I came with the idea one day that what about if we make something that you don't have to put it in, put it out, just is there.
So my idea is ultimately to find a way to create create a mobile app on your own that overlays on the podcast experience. That we can quickly go to those. It would be good for both the user experience because you can find the things you're talking about quicker.
Everybody, right? Okay, we have solar panels. We have subsidies on solar panels. You buy a solar panel, you get $20,000.
So my idea is that we would have an app that would reside maybe on a tablet or something, and you could do various different automation.
So what we want to do is kind of simplify their job and try to give them a platform that they can use to connect any producer to a consumer.
There on the wall, on the glass. Is everyone that has pitch back in this room? What I want to do now is just what we're going to do is file through that door, grab some sticky notes. You each get 3 votes. If you've pitched, go stand by your poster and convince people that they need to vote for you. Go ahead. You got a few minutes to go do that, and we'll call you back in when we're ready to bring you in.
And good thing is you can sell that power to your neighbor at more cost at that time, gain a profit.
Because oftentimes the students might not care, as we find out. The parents are going to help their students too.
I got a lot of great feedback from folks out there that there are products that exist that solve this password problem. We can do better.
What I really need most are technical people that can help me figure out the best technology to use, and marketing people may help me narrow in on a particular audience to start off with.
So I need coders and software developers to help me out with this. So let's team up. We can do this.
I think the market is pretty huge here. You're looking at webinars, meetings, events, all kinds of different things. And there's all kinds of applications like Constant Contact and Eventbrite that this could dovetail onto.
What we need is either a designer and a business person or 2 business people to help us out. Got some ideas.
What we want to do is enable these startups to be able to quickly build up, bootstrap, and host their platform. And so we want to provide a platform for such platform developers.
I want you guys to go out there and build the teams around your ideas, and then when you have that, just go ahead and start doing this, and then we'll show you afterwards where you can park your bags, start working, and get the process rolling. All right, let's go.
like that. Go ahead and commit and push that stuff.
Yeah. We are coming up with our final solution and refining that. We're very excited that Maxwell joined us. It's been a great asset. We've now got multiple good minds, and we're on the road.
Well, right now we do need help with marketing and with written guidelines, rules and regulations, the law.
We're trying to get through that valley to that promised land, things that you will love and we can do.
We're going to try to focus this evening on getting some code written, getting some UI.
How you guys doing tonight? Throw some energy in the room. I like that. I like that. This is the international dashboard finding out where we are from a social media Twitter battle. And I guess you guys can see we're number 10. Itty bitty little Space Coast Startup Weekend. Remember why you came here, right? Making stuff, inventing stuff, creating stuff, coming up with ideas and companies. That's really what we're all about. The mission of Startup Weekend is this, is to inspire change in entrepreneurs. That's really what we want to do. We want to tell you and show you that it's something that you can do. First and second team are automatically qualified to go to a global startup battle. Hundreds of thousands of dollars in prizes and exposure.
What we're talking about addressing is, right now there's a lot of maps, a web application that shows into your local area. Target market is government, corporations, more like to government, industry, and education.
What's the first time thing they tell you during hurricane season? Gather your important papers and documents in order to start our business. Customer are people that are enthusiastic when hurricane has hit. I want you to love our product. We
came up with our own company, our own business called Starblock Parking. In a dense population, you're going to have problems with parking. This is so cheap. This is the cheap. You'll never see these priced away with that nice beer and hot dog. We're trying to get you to your festival.
Past the gate, you got to get past the person on the way out. If I kind of sublet it.
That's my password. Now I can't access my life. We've made it a cinch. Build a weekend around that. Let's go and find out what other people say. That for them, passwords are a problem. We started asking them a little bit about competitors. The one over there on the end, nothing. This is based on this. There are data streams available of all the exploits that take place. First of all, I'm not.
Every time I produce a webinar, I have to make a certificate, and the attendees want their name, a signature, your logo, money go file. Make them into PDF, and then hit a button, and bam, it merges. When you look at the big picture, there's major sites like Udemy, which offer webinars all the time, and they have over 5,000 courses. There's no service that can handle that type of volume. You know, this could, so we didn't find anything. In fact, that's why.
This, you know, and each time that I do one of these events, I say the same thing. It's just unbelievable. So now, without any further ado, what I want to do is announce the second place. So if you're going to have Cinch, please stand up. And we have a memento for the event. Congratulations! Thank you. If I can please have certificate merge. First Again, thank you very much to everyone. Tweet, we are not done. We want to win this, we want to continue to stay in the battle. Thank you very much. Big round of applause to everyone in the group.
I think probably the greatest benefit was seeing that if you put smart people together of any background and you throw a problem in front of them, really great dynamic things are going to happen. And so it emphasized for me not only that lots of ideas have legs, but that the people mean everything.
We had some pretty different ideas about where we might be going with this versus where we ended up. Being able to talk to the mentors, the people who have done startups before, and hearing about their experiences and learning from their mistakes that they made and things like that. And they just did a tremendous amount to help us refine our ideas into something that made sense.
It gives me hope that there are people out there with this passion that will sign on with you. If you have a good idea, if you're able to take an idea and get into a business and then run with it and ultimately make a lot of money, I think it's good to know that you have folks in the area that share that same passion.
I had a pain point that I was experiencing with my business, and I thought, wow, if I can come here and get it solved, it'll work for me and it'll work for other people too. And so when I came here, I'm not a developer, I'm not a coder, and so without that I'm lost. And so when I came here and got put together with a team of coders and developers, the thing just took off and really developed into something amazing in 54 hours.
It was really neat to see people, regardless of what the group was going to think, just get up there and say, this is my name, this is my idea, and be so passionate about it. Now we have something to talk about. Now we can say, these are some of the ideas that came about, these are some of the people that participated, so it'll just be easier moving forward.
I think the key to winning is really to have a great team of people. An average team with a great idea, is not really better than a great team with an okay idea. It's the team that builds the idea and iterates on the idea. And a great team is balanced. Not too many people of one skill set. You have your developers, your business guys, your designers. You need a little bit of everything, and you need people that are optimistic and willing to take risks. And for a lot of people, this is a big deal, and the next one hopefully will be even bigger, now that people know what it is. And as time goes on, the more of the events like this you hold, it fosters that idea of entrepreneurship in a community and makes people believe, this is possible as a way of life. Don't hesitate to go to Startup Weekend. You're going to learn a lot from it, and when you go to it, keep an open mind. Expect to make mistakes, that's okay. Just be ready to learn from your mistakes, because that's one of the keys to entrepreneurship, is really learning from your failures and your mistakes.
Startup weekends and things like this, major international events, only usually reside in or are held in very large cities.
I think Startup Weekend is phenomenal. This is just a way for anybody that thinks they might want to be an entrepreneur to see it, to live it. The confusion, the chaos, the uncertainty of these weekends is a perfect simulation of what goes on out there.
I think that in spring with our next event, it's going to be amazing. This one, we got it together in 3 weeks, so being able to spend a couple months is going to be able to make it be even better.
So this event is one piece in a larger ecosystem meant to help take these people to commercialization.
Once you do this, virtually anything is achievable, and that's really the purpose behind a Startup Weekend event. 54 hours crash course in an MBA in human nature, in human management, in developing and creating an idea, bringing it through to fruition, and pitching it in front of a group of people. There's no better way to understand and learn about business than to come and do this.
By and far, most of them were like, I can't believe this was this awesome. I didn't expect this. Hopefully they'll go tell their friends, and we're going to have a phenomenon on our hands over here.
you.